What is even happening right now? Hey gang, another week of the Jay Tries to Get Healthy updates. Twisting it up this time. In previous videos, I've mentioned, there's physical health and then there's mental health. And I've had a lot of anxiety the last few weeks. Tomorrow, the day after I upload this video, is the Canadian federal election. You can see I'm wearing my People's... You can see my cat. You can see I'm wearing my People's Party of Canada shirt. In the history... I should have prepped this, but I won't. In the history of Canadian federal elections, I've predominantly voted Canadian... Come on. Federal elections historical. And we'll bring up the Wikipedia article. In the summary of results, here's what I want. Bang, bang, bang. Scroll all the way down to 2000, which was the first time I was legally eligible to vote. So 1997, I was too young. In the year 2000, I was old enough. And I voted for the Liberal Party. In 2004, I voted for the Liberal Party. In 2006, I voted for the Liberal Party. In 2008, I voted for the Conservative Party. In 2011, I voted for the NDP. In 2015, I voted for the Liberal Party under Justin Trudeau, first time he got in. In 2019, and then again this year in 2021, I voted for the People's Party of Canada. I've predominantly voted for the Liberal Party my entire life, including the first time Justin Trudeau was Prime Minister. I really dislike Justin Trudeau as a person. And I don't like what his version of the Liberal Party is doing to Canada and what they want to do to Canada. I've long spoken to people and told them that it really doesn't matter who the Prime Minister is, and they really shouldn't freak out about it, because when Harper became Prime Minister of Canada and got a full government, a lot of people were like, I don't want to live in this country anymore, and I was like, yeah, I promise you, you'll be fine. And I had a lot of Canadian friends that had a lot of anxiety over Donald Trump winning the American presidency. And again, I would tell them, I think you'll be fine. Like, this really won't affect you on a personal level. And I never really understood why they felt the way they felt. And I can definitely relate to it now. I am deathly afraid that Justin Trudeau is going to win a majority government tomorrow, and if he does, it's the beginning of the end of Canada, in my opinion. He's already said we're the first post-nation nation, whatever that means. He doesn't think Canada has an identity. He doesn't think, to say I am Canadian doesn't mean anything to him. He has to divide us further based on, religion, race, gender, sexual orientation. Go. What can you be divided by? He wants to divide by that, and just saying I am Canadian isn't good enough. Wants to run deficits for 50 years, wants to install a vaccine passport, which is interesting because he said he's going to give $1 billion to the provinces to develop the vaccine passport app. What, if you know anything about software at all, that's way too much money for an app. And he's on record as saying he admires China and the way they govern their people. So really, he's not trying to develop a vaccine passport. He's trying to develop something else. I have a lot of concerns. Those are just a few, just a few. such a bad person. You know, he has 2 ethics violations. He should have had a third, but they did some gymnastics to avoid giving him a third ethics violation. He says, you know, he's taking the military and the Aboriginal people to court because he doesn't want to pay them money that the courts have said the government needs to pay. But yet he found a way to have $1 billion for a passport app and $1 billion to the We Charity, which are his friends. He isn't a good person. And you know, you can believe in the liberal values, but you can't believe in these people. My biggest concern is Bill C-16, which is about it's supposed to be about getting YouTube and Netflix and all of those giant content providers to pay money and taxes, which I agree with, should happen, but for whatever reason they just want to slide in there. They have to be regulated by the CRTC, and not just them, but everything on them and the people on them, which means this YouTube video would be under regulation of the CRTC. And if the CRTC decides no one can see it, no one can see it. And for the most part, who cares if people can see it? But I'm wearing a People's Party of Canada shirt, so maybe the CRTC decides people shouldn't see this. And I'm talking bad about the Liberals, so maybe the CRTC decides people shouldn't see this. They can't answer these questions, but that's what the bill is actually about, and I don't understand it. So I haven't been sleeping at all, maybe 4 hours a night. I'm really, really worried about what's going to happen. And I've had talks with people that are smart. My girlfriend gave me a little bit of insight, and she was like, you know, you say you weren't affected by Harper, but, you know, she's like, maybe you weren't, but he cut money everywhere, and he did. He balanced the budget by cutting money. And she goes, you know, a lot of people that needed that money were severely affected. And that's true, and it's something that I don't care about personally, but you know, it comes down to your values and what do you want. And if you think balancing the budget is important, then you understand that people won't get free handouts. If you think that helping people is important, you care less about balancing the budget. So, politics. Now to shift it to the physical health, which is more traditionally in line, let's put up the weight graph. Put it over there. The weight graph shows that I had a very good week. It was down every day except today, Sunday. It was up by 0.2. So I'm very proud of myself to have not been eating in this anxiety, because normally that's what I do. I get worried and I just order a pizza and just eat away the sadness and eat away the anxiety, and I haven't been doing that. So I am proud that I haven't fallen into that bad habit. My spending is up a little bit. And I'm going to edit this, so I'm going to stand up, and then you're just going to see me instantly come back, but some time had passed. I've been buying some hockey cards. Here's an Alex Formanton rookie, 103 out of 399. Here's the Shabbat blue parallel. Here's the Shabbat marquee rookie from OPG. And here's a rookie premier, Josh Norris. I'm not going crazy, you know. I could have spent like $200 on a hockey card. I'm not doing that. I could have spent, you know, $1,000 on a hockey card. I'm not doing that. These 4 cards, I think, including, maybe they didn't charge me shipping, I think cost me $15. So, you know, yeah, including shipping, probably $15. So I'm not paying really too much for hockey cards, but I did participate in a break, and I'll leave a link in the description below. So I paid, I bid on eBay $79 for the Ottawa Senators Allure 2021 from Upper Deck. 10 boxes they opened, so I bid $79. After shipping, it's going to cost me 93 Canadian. And I got a whole bunch of Josh Norris cards out of that one, which is good because I like Josh Norris. I said on the physical side, but I went right back into the mental side of it, and I'm spending money, but not breaking the bank. It was $100. Would love some Batherson cards. He's probably my favorite player on the team. Would love more Shabbat cards. Spending money instead of eating, which both are bad, but it's what I've been doing. Exercise 5 days out of 7 this week. One of the pedal straps on my bike broke, and I had to fix it or buy new ones. I bought new ones online. It took 2 days to arrive, but I also managed to fix it within 2 days. So I missed Wednesday, Thursday exercise, but I've done it every other day of the week. Just riding the bike, walks are out, even though it's about to get really nice again here. It's supposed to be like 30 degrees this week or whatever. This week on tap, lunches are going to be meal replacements. I might have some McDonald's because there's some McDonald's coupons. But dinners is going to be armadillo eggs, and I'll link to the video up top in one of these two corners for armadillo eggs, because I made those, and those are pretty tasty. So that's what's on tap for dinner this week, and I think we're doing okay physical health wise. We're continuing down the path we want to go down. Hopefully next week I have gotten some sleep and yeah.